today's makeup is actually inspired by a perfume. Yeah, I don't know, like whenever I do something that's like not very out there, like something that's actually wearable, I usually just, I don't know, like I find it easier to come up with makeup looks that are like very extreme rather than just normal looks, because I very quickly find it boring to do that on myself. But yeah, so this time I figured I'd just, let myself be inspired by something random, and I chose this perfume. I'm actually wearing it right now as well. Like, it smells, like, it's called Vanilla Noir. It smells like vanilla. It's by Yves Rocher. Yeah, it's just, I'm horrible at describing scents, but let me just say, if you like sweet scents and the scent of vanilla, you're probably gonna love this. And if not, then you're probably not gonna like it. Yeah. Either way, about the makeup look, it is a sort of gold, bronzy, smoky eye, just really inspired by the colors of this little bottle, which, you can see here. So yeah, really easy, really wearable, but I had fun doing it, so yeah, let's get started. This week I decided to use a BB cream, or actually a CC cream, instead of a foundation. I'm using this one by Alverde, which is a German brand, and yeah, it's a very nice CC cream in the sense of it's very nourishing for the skin. However, it gives more of a blur than actual coverage, so yeah, this time I decided to use it mostly as skincare really, and as a primer for the concealer that I'm going to use. It's a Catrice Camouflage cream, which I'm going to combine with the Makeup Revolution Pro Fixing Spray. As a fixing spray, it doesn't impress me very much, but when I spray it on a brush and then use this concealer, the concealer just looks absolutely perfect, so I applied it all around my eyes, all the way down to my nose. And then set it with the Astor Mattitude powder, which is a mattifying powder with just a little bit of color to it to give some more coverage. And I'm trying to not hit the rest of my face with it, and rubbing it off when I do hit the rest of my face with it. Because I really only want to set the part around my eyes at this point. Because I still need to do the rest of my face, obviously. But if I do my eyes first, then the rest of my face, and then do powder, then around my eyes it will already have creased. So I just like to set my eyes immediately to prevent that from happening. But I also applied the concealer pretty much all over my face. Like, it just covers really, really well. It's the exact right shade for me, which is also a rare thing. I only didn't apply it on my cheeks because it wasn't necessary. And then on my T-zone I applied the Astor powder, both for coverage and because I have oily skin. And then for the rest of my face I just used the same powder with a brush. For shaping I decided to also keep it easy. I'm just using a bronzer. This is the Big Bold bronzing powder by Noire Color. And I'm using a stippling brush just to keep it, again, just, I don't know. I wanted a sort of flawless face, but I didn't want it to be full on makeup-y. Makeup-y? That's not even a word. I don't know. I was just going for sort of a casual look this time. Also, this has a pretty warm tone, and I think that will suit the eye look very well. For my eyebrows I used the Rimmel Brow This Way eyebrow kit, which is pretty dark actually. But lately I've been enjoying having dark eyebrows, so that's just what I'm going with right now. What I always do is just fill in the tail, then fill in the bottom, then the top part, then everything between there, and then I add the powder that comes with the wax. This product is actually a wax and a powder, so I start out with a wax and then set it with the powder. The way I say it, it sounds as if it goes really quickly, but actually this takes me about 10 minutes because I just really want my eyebrows to look exactly like I want them to look. So yeah, that's basically the most time consuming part of my entire makeup, but yeah, finally after ages I was actually happy with them. For my eyes I started out with the Maybelline Cottage 2 in 24K gold this time, because I really wanted it to be very nice and shimmery. So I applied a lot of that on my eyelid and then sort of blended it out into the crease. I don't want my entire eyelid all the way up to my eyebrow to be glittery, so just kept it at that. Then for eyeshadows I used the Urban Decay Vice XX palette. But like any bronze and gold eyeshadow will do, so just use whatever you have if you also want to do this look. What I started out with is just the average, normal bronze shade on my entire eyelid except for the inner part. Because on the inner part I used a pale gold shade, and as you can see, anything on top of this color tattoo is actually going to be extremely shimmery, which I absolutely love. But again, that's why I didn't apply it all the way in the crease. In the crease I used a sort of coppery bronze shade, like darker and a little bit more warm toned than the one that I use on my eyelid. And I sort of blended it upwards a little bit. I tried to keep it in the crease, like not too high up, not too smoky. Just, you know, there. And then I highlighted my eyebrows with a very, very pale matte shade. And then used a slightly less pale matte shade to just blend it all together. Well, you know, blend the crease and the eyebrow together. Eyebrow highlights. You see what I mean. And the crease shade is also going to go on the bottom eyelid. Just really pressing it between my lower lashes with a very, very, very tiny eyeshadow brush. And then proceeded to wipe away all the fallout on my face. But once my face was clean again, I moved on to eyeliner. This is the Catrice Cake Eyeliner, which is used with water. Actually, you can also use it dry, but this time I wanted to use this liquid liner. What I love about Cake Eyeliner is that you can just make it as thick or thin as you want it to be. However, just use whatever eyeliner works best for you. This time I actually didn't want to do a winged eyeliner. I wanted to keep it sort of, again, casual and smoky-ish, but not too much. So, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I always find it sort of difficult to end an eyeliner without adding a wing to it. I don't know. It just sort of randomly ends somewhere. Still, I do actually like how it looks. Just more casual, I think, than a winged liner. Then for the waterline, I also decided to not go completely dark. I went for dark brown instead of black. This is Blackened Cocoa by Estée Lauder. So yeah, just applied it on the bottom waterline and also in the inner corner. And then also in the upper waterline, which is always a lovely view. Yeah, so I decided to show it you every single time I do it. Anyway, then I used mascara, obviously. This is the Rocher Sexy Pulp mascara, which is my current most used mascara. Very nice stuff. It doesn't go clumpy. It makes my eyelashes look perfect, so I like it. Applied it on both the top and the bottom. And then moved on to my cheeks. I'm using the Catrice Illuminating blush in Coral Me maybe. It's a very nice natural shade and it's slightly shimmery, so I think it suits with the eye look very well. But I also added some highlighter. This is the Catrice High Glow highlighter. I think I've been using it pretty much every tutorial lately. It's just really, really pretty. It's a very pale shade of gold. It's warm toned, but it's not too dark for me. I just really love it. So I applied that pretty much anywhere where I want to highlight, including on my lips to make them look slightly fuller. Yep. And then to finish off my lips, I used both a pencil and a lipstick this time because I want to do nude lips more often. I don't know, I'm not sure if I don't like nude lips on me or if I'm just not used to it, so I just decided to do it more often, just to try and get used to it. And this pencil does actually make my lips slightly darker, which helps, so I used that and used a lipstick on top of it. I'll just list everything below in the description box as always. And then finally, the last step of the tutorial is to add the Vanilla Noir perfume by Yves Rocher, which I actually based this entire look on. Very nice vanilla scent, really like it, and yeah. Then here is the final result. Very shimmery, but still very, very casual compared to what I usually do these days. Yeah, but I just really, really love glitter and shimmer, so I really enjoyed wearing this. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!